All right, thank you guys for coming back for part 2. So let's do a little bit of recap of where we were at when we left off on part 1. If you didn't catch part 1, it's up on Spotify, on YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast at. We are talking Mary Trump earlier about the book that's come out and the things that are said. And then we're talking about Kanye and the interview that he had with Forbes, and in discussion what his possible views are in these beginning stages as he's announced via Twitter that he is running for president, not 2024 like I predicted, but he's actually running for president in 2020, or so he says. So that's where we are. And then we kind of talked in part 1 about, so far we went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went over 5 things, which are some very serious things. But let's cover these last few in part 2. So, continuing on, Kanye then says that he's suspicious of a coronavirus vaccine. And that's something, because he, again, like we talked about at the end of part 1, that just doesn't make sense, right? If you take what we talked about at the end of part 1 and then you say this part, and you're like, that's shocking, but not shocking. Because, again, it's Kanye. So, he's suspicious of a coronavirus vaccine, he says, terming vaccines the mark of the beast. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does believe in Jesus. Maybe it's all legit. Or is it just religion? But he did say the mark of the beast. He's calling any vaccine that they come up with for COVID-19 the mark of the beast. So do we take it or not? Because they're predicting that 208,000 people in the United States alone will die by November from COVID-19. So, and just so many people have recovered or tested positive, still recovering. Do we take the vaccine or do we die? Which is worse, the mark of the beast or the actual virus? I don't know. We can't figure it all out on this podcast. So then continuing on, Kanye says, this is a lot of having to say what Kanye says, but bear with me, because if I have to go through this as a podcast host, you guys do as well. He believes Planned Parenthoods have been placed inside cities by white supremacists to do the devil's work. Now, although I don't like the religious rhetoric that is thrown in there, I kind of can stand with him on the negative that is associated with Planned Parenthoods and why they do sit on nearly every block in, black communities. So, again, he told Forbes he believes that Planned Parenthoods have been placed inside cities by white supremacists to do the devil's work. Is he telling us something that he knows? He is friends with Trump, and Trump does have the inside scoop pretending to be a white supremacist. Or is he? I can't really figure out if Trump is really a white supremacist or not, because he used to be so cool with black people, and then he stopped being cool when he became president, and he became a traitor and backstabbing on blacks, and now he suddenly is against us 100%. Like, I don't really know where Trump stands, So, he's pretty much bona fide white supremacist by the looks of everything, but he has pretended to have a black friend once, Omarosa. So I don't know. But, all right. So Kanye says Planned Parenthood is the scheme of the white supremacists doing the devil's work, literally called white supremacists, the Lucifers that they are. I can't really go against that. I can kind of side with that view. So he just kind of has me stepping over. Not really. I don't think I'm going to go to the birthday party. Go listen to part 1. So then Kanye concludes with, there's more, but let's just say concludes with, that he envisions a White House organizational model. Are you ready? No, you're not. Go get your tea. Drink some spring water. Make sure you're taking your 448. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay? He envisions a White House organizational model based on the secret country of Wakanda. And then add in Black Panther. So, he's going to Wakanda the White House. I kind of want to vote for him. Like, don't you want to vote for him? Wakanda, can you just imagine? You go to D.C. and it's Wakanda. And there's this invisible wall. And when you walk through, there's this wonderful life where blacks are ruling everything. And we are on top of it. And we have all the latest technology. And 2 things. Almost. Birthday, but who doesn't want to have a birthday every day? Did you hear what the Dalai Lama said last night about birthdays? Everyone was congratulating the holiness, the Dalai Lama, and He said, thank you for the birthday, greetings and congratulations, but every day should be a birthday. So imagine if you joined the birthday party. No longer be a Democrat or a Republican. Join Kanye's birthday party. Every day will be like a birthday. There's a thought process to this thing. We're being serious. Take Kanye seriously. It's not just me. We all need to consider what he could do for our country. So that's it, you guys. The New York Post has some additional things written up. So I shared those on my Twitter. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Mz DeeVa, the number 4 YOU. This one was a little bit short because I just wanted to continue and complete the part that was cut off. So I wanted to make sure that you all had some insight on the rest of what was said. But I mean, voting is serious. You have some candidates that are thrown out there, and we're going to go over Joe. Joanne is running, and I have some family members that feel like she has some points that are some good views. So I'm going to go look her up, and we're going to do a whole podcast about Joe. Is it Jorgensen? I don't know how to say her last name. First woman for president is where she could sit at. Or do we go with Joe Biden, who that's a familiar, seems to be calm, is going to bring a little bit more peace, bring a little bit of Barack back in that White House, and we'll be choosing the first woman for vice president, and that's an important category as well. So we have a lot of things to think over. November 3rd is going to be a really, really big day. And we have to not, we have to weigh our options. That's all I'm saying. Am I endorsing Kanye West? I'm just telling you guys to weigh your options. I hate to be the voter that tells you how to vote, so I'm not going to tell you how to vote. Just listen to everybody and decide what's better for you than Trump. I know I'm not telling you how to vote, but yeah, Trump's hell. But let's not do Trump. But I'm not telling you how to vote. Weigh your options. Learn about all the candidates. All right, you guys, that's all I have for today. Be sure to follow me on social media. I am on Twitter and Instagram, Mz DeeVa, the number 4 YOU. The Ask DeeVa podcast is wherever you listen to your podcast. Hashtag AskDeeVa. You want to get it exactly where it'll pull me all the way up without any issues. Hashtag ASK is all lowercase, capital D, then a little e, capital V, and a little A. Because the diva is extra. That's all I have for you guys for right now, and I'll come back with another show. I have another platform where I have to do a video, and then I need to record my classes. So I'm actually working on a lesson plan that goes along with the books, and it's fun, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you guys actually take the course. You're not going to get a whole degree out of it. You're going to get a degree in divaism. I'm going to actually create a certificate. You guys just made me think of a whole new vision when I said that. I'm going to have a certificate in divaism that you will be able to put on your wall. But it's going to be a lot of fun, so I have to finish that. And that's it, you guys. Thank you for coming by for another Ask DeeVa podcast.